Hello and welcome to another episode of Double XP. This week I was going to take a look at a little known game that didn't get much coverage, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. As a bit of a return to form, the Resident Evil game has kind of gone back to the surviving horror elements that it's known for the first few games, and not 6 that we don't talk about. Now, the graphics are some of the best I've seen in a very long time. Something similar to Witcher. The first time you see them, they take your breath away, and it just is breathtaking. Now, the house itself, which in my opinion feels like another character, it's different than normal open maps where you can go down this channel and go to this place, or you can go here, this room. The whole house eventually starts opening up more rooms, more secret passages that lead to rooms you've already been to, causing you to try and take note, try to remember where you've been. And when you find a place you haven't, there's an air of excitement when you want to go around that corner, but at the same time thinking, what could be waiting for me? What is in that next room? And it's usually the frickin' Nan. The house looks like it's been left to rot, left for a very long time with no one to manage it or care about it, or even like no one's been there in a very long time, but as we know, that's not true. It does have a very atmospheric grab to you. It freaks you out as the player as you're walking around, and your shadow scares the shit out of you for the 10th time. There's an air of horror movie about this. One of those old cheesy ones you used to watch when you were a kid. The moment he pulled up in his car, walked up to that gate and looked at that house, if it was me, I'd have been, well, Mia's dead. I'll see you later.
And come home to my loving husband.
The game runs very smoothly. There is some problems, however. Some of the enemies, as you shut a door behind you, can take a swing and still hit you through the door, or the bigger ones that barf, that pretty much clips through everything, making it near on impossible to get out of its puke distance. And the game itself isn't that scary. The jump scares scared the hell out of me, but the game itself, it paces well, and with the atmosphere of the sound and graphics and everything you read and hear, it does do a really good job of setting the mood, but scary isn't something I'd call it. Right, now I do have a few bad things to say about the game, like obviously the load times that are just wrong. They're go make a cup of tea and come back kind of load times, and it's just awful, really. The game seems a bit rushed. I mean, it takes the average person 6 to 8 hours to complete, and that's not a lot in itself. I mean, on your second playthrough, you can probably get through it in 4 hours, and it didn't really take me that long either. The main protagonist, Ethan, as well, doesn't talk much. Or, when it counts anyway. He sees his first zombie for the first time and says nothing. He is supposed to not be adept with weapons, but he can handle a knife or a gun better than I could. And the whole thing doesn't make sense. If you're going to have a silent protagonist that the player can pretend is them, then have a silent protagonist. Don't give us someone who talks and has a name and is clearly a character of his own, and only have him talk very little. I mean, even when Mia's coming at him full ball, trying to rip him apart, he barely says anything. when he's versing the bosses, when he's versing enemies, big groups of enemies. He says nothing, but in other scenarios he does speak, and it just confuses me. It kind of takes me out of the immersion. I mean, if I saw a zombie coming at me, I wouldn't exactly be quiet about it.
Daddy, alright? You mind if I borrow Mommy for a little bit? Don't you stand there. Do something!
Ethan, help!
Wait!
Now, let's see how you feel.
But there is some free DLC coming soon, and who doesn't love that? So hopefully that will extend the story somewhat, or add some bits that we're clearly missing. And the only choice you're given in the entire game is bullshit, for the better part of the word. It is. All it does is trying to fluff out the game, make it last a little bit longer. You either have to reload a save and play the last bit of game again to see the difference, and I can tell you now, it's pretty much nothing, and it's not worth doing. Or they want you to replay the whole game again just to see the alternate ending, and it's a load of bollocks. But like I've said, and I keep saying, the game has atmosphere, and that's where it shines its brightest. Now, I'm not fortunate enough to own a VR system at the moment. I can't afford one. But when I eventually can, I can't wait to play this game. To have the headset on and headphones on and feel like you're in one of those rooms, like you're in those four walls, and you can practically smell it, and you can hear them coming from a different room or something outside, and it just envelops you, and I can't wait for that. That's when I think this game will shine the brightest.
Don't be scared.
Who are all you people? Where's Mia?
Eat it. It's good.
Dumb son bitch wasn't no good if it hit him.
Okay.
Right, to summarise, Resident Evil is actually a very good game. I know I'm taking the mick out of it, but at the same time, I really did enjoy it. There is some downsides, but I'm sure they'll get fixed. And like I said, as soon as I get VR, I'm going to be straight back on this. I'm really looking forward to that. Right, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Now, I had to have a little bit of help on this video. I couldn't get the footage myself for Resident Evil, so I asked a friend of mine to do it, Dasmanian Devil 5. You can check him out on Twitch. That'd be brill if you did. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Welcome to the family, son.